Bonnie is that I don't at all recall when she arrived. I often do that with people that I eventually become quite good friends with. I remember, you know, the time within the forum history, so to speak, that they appeared. But with Bonnie I have absolutely no idea how long she's been on the forum. I know she wasn't around when I first went to the US because she wasn't on my list for calling people. So I know it was after 2007, September, but I don't know, I have no idea apart from that when it was. One thing that I really like about Bonnie is that she's not, she's able to see things from other people's points of view, even if she doesn't agree with them. And she doesn't react hostilely to that. She's quite open in being able to, I think about, for example, America on the international scene, as well as just being sort of a national country itself. And a lot of Americans on the forum aren't. They're not even able to really think about that, let alone, you know, the positives and negatives of that. And Bonnie is actually able to do that, and I think that that's fantastic. You know, Bonnie and we get on extremely well. I talk to her a lot through the private messaging system, and she's come up a lot in my blogs because, of course, she suffered from cancer last year. And we supported her, you know, prayerfully through that, and she was given the all clear. But the way in which she dealt with that, I think, is also should also act as quite an extreme example, I think, of dealing with something like that. You know, a lot of people, they get very depressed. They feel sorry for themselves, perhaps. With Bonnie, you know, we heard from her all the time. She was always on the forum, keeping us up to date. She actually was going through chemotherapy at the time in which I was on my second US States tour. And she was still around for she was still around for us to be able to have communication when I was out there. She phoned me several times for, you know, quite a long period of time, considering that she could have been in a certain amount of pain and probably not feeling at all well, or at all like wanting to spend, you know, a good hour or whatever on the phone talking to some strange English person. You know, she did, and I really, really appreciate that. I really do. That's, you know, one of the main reasons for, I think, turning this birthday tribute into a Salutations video is that I feel that she really deserves it. She's actually a friend who has put, well, me, but other people before herself at a time where, you know, she could be forgiven, I think, for, you know, only focusing on herself because, you know, she's been, you know, terribly ill. One thing I do love about Bonnie is her incredible sense of humour, and yes, it can be a little bit naughty at times, but it's incredibly funny. It really does. It has me in stitches, and you see this a lot on the forum. You know, she's always cheerful, and she's always incredibly funny, and I do like that.